four, whoa. See from here we going up. Make the call, I show up.
After shooting your physical, 6'4", number
They say revenge is a dish that's best served cold. The good young, we all grow old. In a world where you never fit you, and if he cries wolf, you can never believe him. Easy to say, so they say.
Be a good boy, Johnny. Don't you ever play with.
So they say, so they say.
You gotta crawl before you walk and walk before you. So they say.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me for former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, and the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Phoenix, third best record here in the early going, and of course the Timberwolves, 2 games back.
And I think for Minnesota, their slow start to this season has brought some of this team's issues to light, and this is a team that I didn't think had any issues to speak of.
The one positive is that it's early. You don't want to peak too soon, and they are far from their peak. We know how good a team like this is, and they have a lot of time to turn it around.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Phoenix Suns. We've got Yusuf Nurkic. Bradley Beal is out there with Dunn. Then there's Devin Booker, and it's Jones in at the point. And for the Timberwolves, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot.
Few guys read the game like Conley.
Booker against Edwards. Booker, no good. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team... was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Minnesota on D. Left side, Jones. 2 free throws come. Up and they call the shooting foul. Michael Conley picks one up. All the talk, Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
That one is no good. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, guys, after getting swept in the first round last season, everyone around the league had a sense that changes were coming in Phoenix, and now a new coaching staff led by Arizona native Mike Budenholzer, but also finally getting point guards and Tyus Jones and Monte Morris on value deals. They aim to do better this season, and guys, they have that talent with the big three of Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and Brad Beal.
Looking for a bit of redemption. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Beal with the steal. 3-on-3 over Edwards, and that one is good from Bradley Beal.
There are so many ways that Bradley Beal can beat you.
Phoenix Suns come into this one following a loss to Oklahoma City. Randall passes to McDaniels. Randall surveying the D. Clock at 6. Pass to Gobert. Shoots over Nurkic. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And there's Booker on the assist from Beal.
Whether it's off the dribble or on the catch, it don't matter. Booker is one of the most proficient mid-range shooters.
Outside Conley. To the paint. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here's Booker. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Outside, Jones. Booker outside. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Dunn misses. And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. They trail by 1. Gobert got the loose ball, but that will be a backcourt violation.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Beal. Averaging 17 points per game, 3 assists and 4 rebounds. And you look at his huge role in their offense, a major contributor as far as putting up points.
He's just a natural scorer and someone this offense leans on to help shoulder the load and lead the charge.
Don't underestimate Booker's passing ability. He's getting better and better at making plays for others.
Awesome rewind courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. McDaniels kicks to Randall. Off target from three-point range.
And even with good coverage defensively, he has confidence to drill the three.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you.
Edwards makes it dueling three-pointers, showing some leadership, getting that one back.
Booker outside, beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Edwards.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Outside for Randall. Edwards against Booker. Rebound by Nurkic.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to. And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And the shot is good.
Blink, and that ball is already gone. Booker is ridiculous with the quick release.
Gobert finds McDaniel. It's good.
Breakdown for the defenders, and you can't ask for an easier bucket than that.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. Dante DiVincenzo. He's checked in for Mike Conley. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Plumlee, he's checked in for Nurkic. Royce O'Neal comes in for Dunn. Grayson Allen's checked in for Devin Booker. And Mike. Monte Morris subbed in for Jones. Phoenix leading by 3. Morris outside. McDaniels against Beal. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Oh, wow!
That is powerful.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
The Suns have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. O'Neal a screen on McDaniel. There's Beal with the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Beal's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Suns. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. For 3, Edwards. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Plumlee with a screen on Edwards. He rifled that one. One in from distance. And here is McDaniel. Good if it goes. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for Phoenix. He notched 8 points in the quarter and had... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
McDaniels is out there with Julius Randle. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. And as disappointing as the Suns' first-round exit was last year, RJ, this team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns core group had some growing pains in that first season, but look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Now Allen, stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Plumlee dishes to Booker. From the arc. Again, the miss by Booker.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Pass to Edwards. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Suns leading by 3. Okogie for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Okogie's got his first 3 points of the game.
Their third 3-pointer in a row.
Randle, a screen on Allen. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Jusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Plumlee. And Jones subbed in for Josh Okogie. Edwards kicks to Gobert. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
A chance to check out stats for DiVincenzo. How's this season turning out for him? Averaging 9 points per game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And to have a player who can fill it up like him coming in off the bench, what an asset.
He's crucial to the success of their second unit because he can keep that offense rolling.
Who's watching you?
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. Lets it go from the wing. The second effort. Rebound by the Suns. Nurkic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Phoenix shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
And the first one drops. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Looking at Minnesota, they took the win in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento. To the middle, Dunn passes to Nurkic. Back to Dunn. Shot clock at 5. Here's Booker. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Beal's got 10 points.
Nice work there from Beal in the mid-range.
McDaniels kicks to Randall. Fires for 3. Trains the three-pointer. He's got 5.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Beal. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 8 rebounds in this game. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Connects from three-point range. DiVincenzo's got it all tied up now for the Timberwolves. Allen outside. To the inside. Here's Beal. 1:36 left in the first half of basketball. Basket good.
And his ability to efficiently score, that's really helped him out in this one, putting them ahead on the scoreboard.
Randall passes to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. From deep three-point land. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin, Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. KD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the three of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin, they certainly have the talent.
David, indeed they do.
Just bouncing off a contact, Booker putting in work in that weight room.
Gobert the screen. Edwards kicks to Randall. Edwards looking it over. DiVincenzo passes to Edwards. Back to DiVincenzo. Over Booker. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. DiVincenzo's got 5 now.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Just, like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Booker brings the fans to their feet.
That's just too easy for D-Book. You can't give him an opening like that.
Outside Edwards. And he hits the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Timberwolves. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Mike. Stout effort defensively in the first half. What did you do to limit them?
I just think our activity on the ball, we got to try and keep it in front of us. Our bigs did a good job, I think, being big in the paint, making things tough there. We got to finish it with the board.
Yep, rebounds and possessions, Coach. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
And for that matchup with the Raptors, they hold some advantages, but can't play sloppy or uninspired. Still have to come in focused and get the job done.
That's just like us here in the studio. It's hard to bring it every day, but, we try. Getting to that first half of action from Minnesota, they find themselves in the middle of a tight one.
Even teams that have great shooters have to be selective. They're hucking it up from beyond the arc, hoping for the best. And it reminds me of my free throws, mostly bricks. It's like they went to the O'Neal three-point shooting academy. Very funny.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their makes.
What stuck out to me was how easily he read the defense and found those cracks for his guys to exploit.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. Tyus Jones out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Bradley Beal. Then there's Dunn. And it's Nurkic in at the center, filling out the middle. And with this score of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. It can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
Booker dishes to Beal. Pass to Jones. A second chance effort. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And here we can check out the story for Anthony Edwards.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Timberwolves. Pass to Randall. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Randall's got the lead up to 2 now for the Timberwolves.
And how about the touch there inside? And that's where Randall likes to get the ball, and you can see why.
Dunn, wide open, he fires. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Randall outside. Back to Conley. Outside, Edwards. Takes the 3. Rebound by Nurkic.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Jones against Conley. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
Edwards kicks to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Puts up a deep 3. Sinks the triple. McDaniels got 5 now.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Booker the pass to Dunn. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Shoots the three. That's good from Booker on the assist from Beal. He's got 11.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
And coming in as a floor-spacing two-guard. How impressive is it, RJ, that Devin Booker is holding down the point?
And it's not just the rate of assists. He's limiting his turnovers in great fashion, too, despite his high usage.
Conley's shot is off. Phoenix has gone 6 of 14 with the three ball tonight, just a little over 40%. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Royce O'Neal's checked in for the Suns. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. O'Neal is screen on Conley. Here's Jones. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Deflects the pass, and so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last.
In a moment now to see some numbers for Conley. He's getting around 8 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or two every game.
And that's what you need from some guys on the team. Not everyone can be an all-star. You need glue guys to find that success, too.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Booker outside. Booker taking the hit.
And Booker just dominates in such an effortless fashion. The game comes naturally to him.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Conley, and the basket is good. Conley's got the lead, back up to 2 now for the Timberwolves.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And here's Booker from the arc. Mike Conley with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
DiVincenzo against Beal. Back to DiVincenzo. Lets it fly. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Now it's a 4-point Minnesota lead. Jones drives in, and that one drops. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for Minnesota. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. The Suns have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far.
Good eyes, Bradley Beal. That's a nice setup there.
The Timberwolves have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Pass to Minot. There's 57 seconds left in the third. DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Suns trail by 3. And Booker kicks to Beal. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And while there's a break, here's a collection of the shooting guards that have made an impact with their passing this season. The leading assist men among 2 guards. Devin Booker, number 1.
Well, when he's on the court, it's like having a second point guard out there. I mean, and in fact, his passing ability oftentimes rivals or surpasses some of the best point guards in our league.
And because he can take over the reins at the point whenever they need him to, it gives them great flexibility on the offensive end.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Reed. And they'll get another chance. Pass to DiVincenzo. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Alexander Walker. Offensive rebound. Here's DiVincenzo. And the 3 off target. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. The Timberwolves on top, up by 3. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Dante DiVincenzo. Dillingham is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Reed. And it's Minot in at the four-man position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Allen for three. Minot pulls it in. Timberwolves leading by 3. Here's Alexander-Walker. Lays it up off the glass. Alexander-Walker's got his first points of the game.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Booker dishes to O'Neal. Okogie, the pass to Allen. Plumlee sets the pick for Allen. Reed with the block. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. Good on the three-point shot. And now it's an 8-point Timberwolves lead. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Minnesota.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
Plumlee against Reed. Dillingham with it. Fires from way outside. That shot missing. Now here's Allen. Buries it down low. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Alexander-Walker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Alexander-Walker's got 4 this quarter.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams. And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Dillingham. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game, now 6 for 10. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. A big group substitution here for Phoenix. Nurkic checked in for Plumlee. Dunn comes in for O'Neal. Beals checked in for Josh Okogie. And Jones subbed in for Allen. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. Coach is not happy with that three-point battle. He told his team, we're down because they're making more threes than us. We have to defend the line if we're not making them at the other end. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Jones. Well, Greg, they're looking to make some big stops here to halt this rally.
And luckily, time is on their side, but this is on them. They need to play smart here.
Here's Edwards. Bursting off the floor. Edwards hammers it down.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Nurkic can't hit. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 14-5 run here. Edwards drives in. Oh, no, stopping Edwards on the drive.
It's simple, guys. Keep getting Edwards the ball and just let Ant cook.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Shot from 12. And again, it's the Suns missing.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert.
to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
From past the arc. It's hauled in by the Suns.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
On the wing, Booker. And Devin Booker in the paint.
When you come out to an NBA game, that's what you want to see. Devin Booker putting on a show.
Timberwolves leading by 12. Here's McDaniels. Conley finds Randall. Here's Edwards. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards got 8 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, and right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
Puts the move on. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
Conley gets the bucket.
And unless you have some aerial skills, you cannot pull that off.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. .125 left in the game. Booker is feeling it from deep range with that one.
Oh, the ever-expanding range of Devin Booker, making you pick him up pretty much at half court.
And here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Timberwolves.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Anthony Edwards.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking them down.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. They've got a chance to cut the deficit to within 10. Allen against Edwards. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Going inside, and he lays it straight in. And the Timberwolves lead by 11.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that one is good. Edwards got 31. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight.